Victoria?
Okay, this is
She loves camping.
This is our Camping with Dogs segment, and we are talking to Randy, Marie, and the star of the show, Miss Victoria. She's a Beagle, and we raise Beagles. We love Beagles and Jacobys. Yes, we do. You're beautiful. You look like my Zoomy. Yes, you do. How old is she?
8 years old.
8 years old. She's a beautiful girl.
Years.
In dog years. She's a gorgeous baby. And Randy and Marie have a beautiful camper. We don't see very many like this. It's a gorgeous camper. And Randy is going to tell us a little bit about it. It's beautiful. He's going to take us for a tour.
This is a 2024 Renegade Verona, and it's a 40-foot, and it's a VBH, which stands for a Verona bunkhouse. So we actually have bunks inside we use for storage.
Okay.
So you might want to get a shot of the front and go around.
Yeah, I have to step away. It's so large to get a whole shot of it because there's Victoria. It is
This is built on a truck chassis.
like a
Semi truck.
It's a beautiful rig. It really is. How long have you guys had it?
We've had it since February 28th of this year.
Ah, so it's new. It's brand new.
We have a slide on the other side.
Okay.
This was custom ordered through Trailers of the East Coast to Renegade in Bristol, Indiana. What is real funny about this, the truck was made in Mount Holly, North Carolina, which is 15 miles from our house, went to Indiana, got converted to an RV, and was brought back home. So
awesome.
Right back to its original.
So it's home again. It's home again.
Yep.
And Victoria's taking Roy for a walk.
Yeah, this UAW in Mount Holly is proud to have their vehicle back home.
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous, gorgeous.
And as
you got all the comforts of home in there too, don't you?
With Starlink we put on it.
He's got the Starlink up here.
Now this thing has got solar panels on top, so we don't even need power. We have 150 gallons of water, a 75-gallon gray tank, a 75-gallon waste tank. It is completely loaded.
Since
it is a tractor trailer, it does come with a CB.
Okay.
So you can hear all the truckers when something's going on.
And I imagine, what kind of driver's license do you have to have?
Because we tow a truck equal to your Ram. So you want to grab a shot of that. We tow a truck that size behind this. We have to have a Class A license in North Carolina, which is equal to a CDL Class A without the health checks.
Okay. Like if you were driving a big rig.
Yep. Yep. So we had to go through the North Carolina written test and the driving test, the safety test. And so that we also went through RV school or RVdrivingschool.com.
Did you?
And they took us and trained us so that when we went to the DMV, we would pass the driving test and the safety test. So,
that's awesome.
Because this is just something you just don't pull off the lot.
It's a Freightliner too.
Yep.
Yeah. I used to drive a semi years ago. And Freightliners are great.
Here's the advantage of a Freightliner. I can pull into any Love's or TA truck stop and get this repaired, no questions asked, or any Velocity truck center. With those Class A's with the engine in the rear, only certain RV dealers will fix those. So the beauty is, if I break down on the road, I can always use my Love's membership and call for help because I'm registered as a professional driver.
Awesome. So any truck stop. Any
truck stop.
That is great.
Any Love's or TA, especially. But Love's.
I'm sure you love this thing. It's really nice.
Inside?
Oh yes. Let's check it out.
You're going to want to give up your home.
Just live in this.
I'm going to let you in so we can close the door.
Okay. So all the comforts of home.
You don't want the love bugs in.
No, we have those stink bugs. I don't know what they're really called.
Stink bugs and the ladybugs at the other place.
I know. They're terrible.
So you're looking at the inside here.
Okay.
So here's the driver's cab right here. This is my son's bunk. This is a queen size bed that's up here. He also has this cool window where he can see out and see the stars.
Now, how old is your son?
Son is 19.
Oh, this is really
He
nice.
also has a Class A license to drive this
So
thing.
he can drive it too.
So him and I trade off on long trips. So we have our living area here.
Okay.
These are theater seats, so they heated, vibrate.
Good gracious.
Our dining room table.
Mm-hmm.
Our kitchen. We have an induction cooktop here. Right here's the induction.
Oh my goodness.
Microwave convection oven.
Uh-huh.
Full residential refrigerator. And as you move to the back, we now have the master bedroom.
Uh-huh.
And if you stop right there in these doors here, this is the bunkhouse to your left.
To my left. This is the
bunkhouse.
part that went outside.
Yeah. This is the bunkhouse we use for storage.
Yeah, but people can sleep in there.
Yes. Two kids under 15 can easily sleep in there.
They have made the best use of all spaces, haven't they?
We have a full king-size bed.
Uh-huh.
And onboard washer and dryer.
Oh my
so
goodness.
there's the dryer, the washer's down there.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a full size bathroom.
Oh, this is amazing. It's amazing they can get all of this in here. I can't get everything in the shot because it's... There we go. That is beautiful, beautiful camper.
So, again, this was custom ordered
Uh-huh.
through Renegade. So we picked our colors. We picked everything we wanted, including the features we wanted.
It's gorgeous.
We have a pantry, which we've added shelves to here.
Uh-huh.
And plenty of cabinet space throughout the whole RV.
So, like I say, you could live in this very easily.
Yes, we could.
Very, very easily.
So we have 2 ACs and heat pumps on this thing. So if we're connected to shore power, we can use those, or our onboard Onan 8000 generator, or we can go completely off grid and use our aqua hot heater. And we have little heaters under here that blow out hot air like you used to have with the old-fashioned radiators in a house, except a fan blows air over these little radiators and blows out heat, so you do not have to have full power.
And you were saying that you have the solar on top.
Yep.
So you can
3
use
solar panels. We have a large battery bank down here, and an inverter system that converts it up. And we can even run the microwave off of the batteries. The
Off
only
the
thing
batteries.
we cannot run is the 2 ACs in the induction top.
Okay. Well, like I said, we have the 50 amp hookups here for you, and the water, and the 50 amps should pull everything. We've got the 3 sites with 50 amp and 1 site with 30 amp.
Yeah. And I really like the way you got the layout here with this campsite. So, in our dog Victoria, she sleeps right there.
This is Victoria's place with her toys.
Her toys and her bed. And then her dining.
Oh,
She
yeah.
sits right when we're driving. You know, most dogs don't like to be in the back, so she sits right here behind the driver and the passenger.
She wants to be with you.
So she can be with us.
Yes, she has to be with you. She's a beautiful dog. I'm partial to Beagles because we raise them. And she has those puppy dog eyes that will melt you, you know.
We got the dog because we have a son who's ADHD.
Okay.
So she was brought in as a therapy dog.
They're awesome. Do you know I had a camper who had 5 boys. And I had a litter of puppies at the time they stayed with us. And one of their boys was afraid of animals. And he had a few problems. And beautiful, beautiful child. He's a beautiful child. Anyway, long story short, they stayed with us. The puppies weren't old enough to leave when they were here. Do you know she came all the way back from Michigan to get one of the puppy that he bonded with?
Oh, wow.
That was just the most wonderful thing to see him bond with that dog, because he was a little bit frightened of it to begin with. And he was just such a precious young man. And so he bonded with that dog. She came all the way back from Michigan and got that puppy for him. And they sent me videos of him playing with him. And it's just that's what makes it worthwhile for me to raise the dogs. Is when they bond with children. That's the main thing that we look for, is a good family with children that are going to bond with that dog, or somebody that's going to be good to that dog.
We looked for a dog that we knew was safe.
Mm-hmm.
And from all of our research, Beagles were safe and would create that bond.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the reason my wife searched out, found a breeder
Mm-hmm.
that breeded them in South Carolina, and they met us halfway,
Mm-hmm.
and we paid them, and then she was ours. And she came with full paperwork.
Mm-hmm. She AKC.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
My male is AKC. My females are Jacobies. They're not registered. But my male Rupert is AKC. She's beautiful. She's got those big old eyes, and they just melt your heart.
yeah, the breeder only did full breds.
Mm-hmm.
She would not do any mixes.
She didn't do any hybrids. Yeah.
That was her specialty.
Mm-hmm. She's a pretty baby. But I really appreciate you doing this, and we'll go down and talk to Marie and check out Miss Victoria. But this is such a beautiful setup, and I appreciate you sharing it with my viewers. It's one of the nicer ones we've ever had here. It's gorgeous. Thank you very much. With her beautiful Beagle, Victoria, and she's going to tell us a little bit about Miss Victoria.
Victoria is a very calm dog. She loved the birds that are out in the yard. She loved the squirrels. She runs after them.
She loves squirrels.
We keep her we have a training collar on her so she can stay in the yard. Because they can be, they can wander around with her sniffing, and we have to keep her contained. But otherwise, she's very good, but she does not like loud noise, loud trucks, like UPS trucks.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, she's very friendly. That's just...
She's a typical Beagle.
She is a full-breeded Beagle.
AKC, you said.
Yep.
And you got her in South Carolina?
A Beagle in South Carolina, a farm or a place, a breeder, and in South Carolina when she was 12 weeks old.
Oh, so you had her, and she's what, 8 now? Did you say?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Dog years.
Dog years. Okay.
Dog years.
She's beautiful. Thank you for sharing her with us. We really enjoyed meeting you and your husband, this beautiful camper, and especially Miss Victoria. She's kind of the star of the show, aren't you, Miss Victoria? Beagles are great. I'm a little bit partial, though. Thank you. Thank you, Marie.
People we have